Okay, so when you are done with your exercise number one, make sure you save, and it says exercise one over here. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at it on a piece of paper. So to do that, go to layout, and this your view will change into a white paper, and you're gonna see a line here, okay? And this line is called a viewport. You're gonna see dotted lines here, and that's your printable area. That's your margins. What we're going to do first is we're going to move this, click on the viewport, and we're going to move this corner, okay, all the way to this outer corner here. And we're going to move this lower corner also all the way out to the edge of the paper as best as you can. All right. Since it's outside the margin, that that rectangle around it will not be printed. However, if you uh, move that and put that inside, something like this, you're going to see that it will clip or cut your drawing because the viewport is like a window to your model. So this is your model, and layout is like the paper. The viewport is like a window to the model. So make sure that it doesn't clip or cut the view. So make sure that it's on the edge of the paper as best as you can. All right. So click outside or press escape. This line that you see here, that's the grid. Okay, if you look at your model space, you're going to see a grid here. I don't know if you can see it from the video, but there's a grid here, and that's what's showing on your paper. It's not going to get printed. Okay, now this is not how big the drawing is. The drawing is only, if you remember, 8.55 from this small hole to this small hole is 8.55. Okay, so if we want to see the drawing as is, 8.55. Okay, you simply select the line of your viewport, okay, and then go to properties. And then here's your viewport scale. It says 19.4558. Okay, pull that down. And if you want to see it as 1:1, that means it's as small or as big as it is supposed to be. Click on it, and you will see that the drawing is very small. So this is your paper, and if you print this, this is how big the drawing is. Okay, that's a very small drawing. So what we do if we have a small drawing in real life is we increase the viewport scale. So viewport scale would increase it, okay, to, if you pull that down, you have 2:1, 4:1, 8:1, 10:1, 100:1. So if you click 2:1, that means you're going to see double of its original size. So click that, and it made double. If you change it again to 4:1, that means you're going to see 4 times as big as it's supposed to be. There you go. Okay. So we wanted to print it as big as we can, but we want to control how big. So 8:1. Okay. And then finally, we have 10:1. All right. So that's going to be, I think, that as big as we can get it. We can make it 20:1, and it will be twice as big as 10:1. That's 20:1. Okay. So that's how you can control it. Now these other numbers here, they are there to make things smaller because sometimes when we draw something too big, it doesn't fit the paper. We need to make it smaller. In this case, we made something too small and we want to make it big, so we're doing it 2:1, 4:1, 8:1, 10:1. Okay. So let's leave it as 10:1. Okay. And then press escape. Um, and we're going to actually take a screenshot of this view and turn it in for our work. Okay?